Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share?
Statues?
No. These are people.
Ugh.
They were probably followers of the god of salt.
How did they become this way?
What in the world is hidden deep in this ruin? this?
According to my knowledge.
What?
Exactly.
Able to produce.
Finally, I just...
Hey,
If Miss...
Of course.
since we have a
Then let's move on.
This is order. Quake! Quake! Huh, just a simple...
this.
Indeed. But when you stick this ruler in the ground, the deeper it is stuck in the ground,
What? That's even better than the salt chalice.
well then, according to our contract,
No, unacceptable. I paid for and organized this, and this girl has been useless. What?
so you are saying you want to break...
So what if I... Let's not forget who hired who here. What?
Because you agreed to a contract. Rex Lapis once said, what
That is one of your Liyue gods.
will suffer the wrath of...
I will have order.
You can't run from debt. I shall confiscate. You are not worth...
Oh, darn you!
Clement's wrongdoing stemmed from greed, yes. When people see the object of their dreams, I think we should be honest with each other now. That in truth,
Why do you say that?
Miss, you lack even the most basic archaeological knowledge. You aren't interested in archaeology or relics. I believe those legends about the god of salt.
Okay, that's enough. Sir, you are indeed a man of great knowledge and talents. I seem to have been right to seek you out. You're right. I'm not a scholar of archaeology. Our ancestors were those protected by the god of salt all those years ago, when the Archon War engulfed the land in chaos. During the war, Morax... We hate him! So I seek proof of Morax's guilt. We agreed to a contract that we will face...
Naturally, of course. Come with me. All the answers.
Let the show begin!
Gather! Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
This is... Aha! The power... If we can repair this...
2 pieces.
Why?
Yes. When there's a...
No. No matter... Even if it's...
So you are all... That is...
That's okay. Punish me...
Perhaps as...
Huh? The truth.
Yes. I'm afraid to say. Rather, she was a small...
What?
During the Archon War. But Havria instead chose to flee. However, during such a long war, after making countless concessions...
No. No. It can't be so...
In her last days, she had not even a single...
Not even a single blade?
This sword is not a relic belonging to the god of Salt.
Murder weapon? No! That's not true! That can't be true! You're trying to test my faith in the god of Salt.
As I said before, I only state the facts.
Preposterous! You are a follower of Morax! Don't try to trick me!
Indeed. Otherwise, why would I use the truth as punishment? I did not want to tell her such cruel facts. But the contract was broken. Let's follow her deeper into the ruin. There, I fear, we will find... Salt and betrayal.
What are all these? What did they see? What did they do? What happened?
Since you do not trust me, let us continue onward. That which lies beyond this door will show you all that happened back then. This is the scene of the crime. Havria's body dissipated, leaving nothing but these traces of salt. Her dying moments have since been frozen in time to this very day. The story continues that some among her people realized at last that this gentle, kind, but weak god could never protect anyone in wartime. The Archon War was cruel in the extreme. Instead of consigning her to the agony of defeat, no matter how weak the god, the power that flows forth when they are slain is beyond the strength of mortal coils to bear. Those who could not flee were thus transformed. Those of her people who were untouched by this disaster left for Liyue, where they sought refuge with Rex Lapis. Their descendants feared Havria's remnants and lived in terror that she had laid upon them an eternal curse. So they risked their lives to come here, to break the sword, and offer up obeisances in hopes that her anger might be appeased. But they need not have done so. For how could a god who had never once resisted, even till the end, nurse hatred for her people in her heart?
Even if this is so, I can't. This must be a lie. A false history, all of it. Don't you dare try to shake my faith.
This is the price she must pay. Yet I would not call it a bad thing. Judging by how she appeared, I fear that she will struggle for a time, indeed. Innate faith in a god who has already passed, so it is for Havria. And so, all right then. Treading old ground. Till one cannot help but be reminded of old acquaintances. I mentioned the Adepti have presently handed Leo over to leave them here is to let them slumber. I ended an era with my own two hands. I've always wondered how I should remember that which I ended. History records, but history may be changed. This incident proved that. Time is a mighty... I need to find a better way of recording history in order to engrave its truth. Stone carvings were one such ancient method, but unchanging stone, immovable earth, even one such as myself. Someday we may all disappear. Therefore, I thought of you, traveler. You are one who crosses the celestial atlas, and who passes through countless worlds. If our history is engraved in your memory, it will one day accompany you into another world. As long as a traveler like you is able to record what happened, then a backup of sorts will exist for times and tides of Tevat. Now then, it is time that we consigned both the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler to the sea. As I said before, this is the place to which the remnants of many bygone gods are this includes Osial. Thousands of years ago, the Adepti and I fought against the turmoil that plagued every corner of this land. Guyan Stone Forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears. After so long, naught but folk tales remain. Osial, you and I were foes, but our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now. May that which Havria has left behind be yours to subsume. And thus another spark of divinity departs from Liyue. My legacy shall now be left to those who come after to debate.